Thank you once again for tuning into the Elle Scoop Show, the show that gives you the scoop on life, entertainment, news, and trends. And once again, we've got the lovely ladies with us today.
Hey.
We're missing one,
Yes,
Freda Harris,
we
who's a
are.
business owner. We talk about her so often. She's been on the show since the beginning. But today she had 2 funerals.
Yeah.
So you all be sure to keep her and her family in your thoughts and prayers. Freda, you're in our thoughts and prayers every day. But let's kick it off. You all remember Melanie Westerfield. She is the creator of Drinks and Dialogue, and also Miss Zuri Johnson, who is Miss Ohio Plus America 2015.
Yes.
I see the wave.
Wave.
Wave. All right. Listen, ladies, we need to jump right on in the show. So, as you know, it's election time, right?
Yes.
And we
crazy.
always talk about this. It's always a Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders,
Yes.
whichever team you're on, debate here on the Elle Scoop Show. But as you know, we're getting closer to Hillary Clinton cinching the nomination, which
Somehow.
somehow. Well, she's got superdelegate votes, and a lot of people at this point are saying that it's unfair for her to use the superdelegate votes, though they haven't voted, to cinch the nomination. What do you all think about that? Do you think that superdelegate votes or superdelegates in general, their votes render average Joe voters irrelevant?
To be honest, this is, as I get older and get more involved with, the election and all those things, this is probably this is my third, not telling my age, but time participating in the presidential election. This is the first time that I've heard so much focus placed on the super delegate votes. Usually you just think about, this person, they got the most votes in general, not these type of votes versus this type of vote.
Right.
So it's really strange to me that it's not just, these 3 people voted and that's all that counts. Not
Right.
these 3 people voted, but this person over here voted and they count more.
Right.
So it's really strange.
I feel like we're all created equal. I mean, that's the way we were born, right? So that's the way I feel about it. No one else's vote should count over mine, so it should all be an equal vote.
There you go. I said cinch earlier. I meant to say clinch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, thanks.
clinch.
Same thing. They sound alike.
That's been stuck in her head ever since she said it. She's been waiting.
Okay, so I'll say this. I've felt the same way you did, but I have some thoughts about it, and I don't.
she
I
does.
know, you know me. I always have a thought. But okay, so superdelegates are leadership in the Democratic Party. So with that being said, these are people that we have put into office to represent us in different ways, right? So because we like and depend on their representation, and we've put them into office, their opinion matters. I think I can understand it from that perspective, and I don't know.
Right.
We've all not voted for that person though, so they don't really represent us.
Well, the mass majority.
Well,
Right. But
There you
then
go.
shouldn't their opinion reflect the opinion of the people that voted for them?
There you go.
So, like, if everybody in this certain area or county, they're all voting for Bernie, but this person, because for whatever reason, maybe just because they like Hillary, they decide, I'm going to vote for Hillary, even though all of my constituents are voting for Bernie.
That can happen. I don't know that it's happened in this election.
Okay.
But I mean, the superdelegates haven't necessarily voted. They've kind of chosen.
Why?
Well, because it's not time for them to vote yet.
Okay.
So they have basically put in who they're going to support. But Bernie Sanders says that there's an opportunity for him to switch that over, before the election actually goes through in November, that he believes he's got an opportunity to take those superdelegate votes and make them his, which could change the game of the election.
Okay. So I'm confused. If they have not officially voted, then
she's just
how
secured
did she
the nomination.
How
So
did
these are
she secure
people-
the nomination?
Well, these are people that have come out and said that they're
openly-
going to vote her.
Just
vote
because you
for her.
said that you're going to do
Exactly.
it doesn't mean that you're actually
That's what
going
Bernie
to do
says.
it.
That's what Bernie says. I don't know, but as far as numbers are concerned, she has more votes than he does anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, she's got the popular vote anyway.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that just puts her over the top,
Okay.
sort of, and kind of knocks a lot of states that haven't voted yet out.
Okay.
Eek.
I mean, I guess it just goes in line with a lot of Bernie Sanders supporters, just because of how things seem to be leaning, or just, they started this hashtags called hashtag girl, I guess I'm with her. Like, it's
Shade.
the other
shade.
hashtag out there is anybody but Trump. Hashtag anybody but Trump. So it's
Hashtag
not
that
an
might be
actual, yeah, anybody but Trump, but it's not me actually saying that I really like you. It's just that I don't like this person, so I'm going to come over here. It's the lesser of two evils, a lot of people feel like. And I'm like,
That's okay, though.
how does this compare to other elections, though? People are like reluctantly going over here versus I remember when President Obama was running, it was just like, yes, I'm there. I'm for him. That's all that
You
matters.
have to look at your choices. That's where we're at. No one likes their choices.
Oh,
I think that's
true.
what it is.
Some
that's
of
when
us
it boils.
like our choices.
Yeah, I know you do.
I mean, goodness
No, I'm
gracious.
not saying that I don't, but I'm saying that I
Right.
think that that's what we're looking at. People don't like the choices.
Right.
And honestly, I don't like the one choice, so I like Hillary. So
Yeah, I don't have a
I'm with
problem.
her. But if I didn't, it's right. It's like
I don't have a problem with
I definitely
Hillary.
don't like this choice, so I have no choice, and that's where you get that from. I think.
I don't have a problem with Hillary. I don't like Trump. And I like Bernie. So,
Yeah.
but I recognize, and me and you have had this conversation about what's more likely to get elected and whether or not certain ideals are going to actually come to pass, or are they going to just face so much backlash in trying to pass them. But I just don't.
Well, okay, so the girl, I guess I'm with her.
Yes,
Is that
girl.
it?
Hashtag girl. I guess I'm with her.
I guess that's
so
pretty
much
good, and
shade.
consider that most people were hashtagging Bernie or burst,
Yes.
right? So they weren't willing to come over to the Hillary side of things. A lot of them said they either weren't going to vote
Right.
at all, which would be bad,
Yeah.
Right.
because
It
she
would
needs
be.
those votes.
It would be.
But there's talk of her having Elizabeth Warren as her vice president,
Interesting.
which she is, progressive, and a lot of Bernie supporters identify with her. So there's a possibility that could happen. That
So
could bring in
women
a lot of.
push through for
What do y'all
you.
think about having an all-woman
Women
ticket?
push it
Right.
through.
Right.
I'm with that.
Well, I have heard that, with Bernie running, it has caused Hillary some people say it's caused her to look at things a little further left than what she would have originally,
Oh.
the stance she would have originally been taking, because Bernie was so far left. In
Yes.
comparison, it's like, okay, I do have to move the line.
Oh.
I gotta move over
She had to
just
go back
a
to the
little
dugout for
bit.
a little bit to get it together.
Just a
with
little
Bernie.
bit.
Whew.
Oh, that's a mess.
There you go. But do you all think there's a time frame? And I'm just going to throw this out there
Go
because
ahead.
it's not a normal question. It's not a question on our sheet, but
fine.
I want to throw it out there. So it's 2016, and people are asking, is there time for or are we ready for an all-woman ticket? Whereas they've never asked that about an all-male ticket in the past.
I'm
So
giving you
what do you all
side
think about that? Like,
women push through. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Hashtag
Women push through.
push through. I'm complete. Go ahead, Zuri. I mean, you know
Okay,
how I
I'll
feel
say
about
that we're behind the times as far as women in leadership. There have been women in leadership in Europe, Queen of England, all those things. There have been women of leadership in different countries in Africa. So women in leadership is not a new thing. The United States just needs to catch up.
Oh,
she said catch
didn't
up.
she? That's a
Is there
mouthful.
any popcorn? I'm just going to sit back and.
They do.
totally
They just
agree.
need to catch up.
Women push through. I'm with it.
Hashtag.
I
Hashtag woman push through.
totally with you. It's just time. It's time. Give us a chance. I think. Give them a chance. What else can happen?
What else
Trump.
can happen? Listen,
Oh, that wasn't nice. That was not nice. Anyway.
I've seen those yard signs.
So, guys, I know y'all been hearing it all over the news about the silverback gorilla?
Harambe.
Harambe. And the kid that got in his in the cage where he
Right.
was. So there's been so much going on with regards to this incident and him, being shot because the kid was in there. So at the end of the day, everyone has been going crazy about the mother allowing this kid to get loose. So they blame the mother. Do you blame the mother or do you blame the zoo?
Oh, that's so hard.
Somebody had to lose their life over this.
Oh man, I understand about the ape losing its life, right? Unfortunately, I wouldn't have wanted that to happen, and it's
Right.
an unfortunate event. But
Right.
an ape's life is not more important
Than a
than
child.
a human life,
With
in
that
my
being
opinion.
said, we didn't have to get to this point if the mother had kept her.
I
She had several children with her.
I was about to
She
say,
did.
you try watching a bunch of kids,
at the zoo.
and
I
then
don't
they
think
have
it's
to be kids
appropriate
that
to bring a
listen.
bunch of kids to the zoo unless you have two.
Oh, more than one person.
Oh,
More
a
than one
chaperone.
person.
I don't know.
That's
I think
so
it depends
hard.
on. Yeah, it depends. I mean,
I don't think that they're going to let her get away with it, though. Unfortunately,
Really?
I do. Well,
I think
know.
accidents happen.
I do, and I agree with
Unfortunately,
that.
blamed for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do think, if considering what I've heard, like, you know, she was dealing with another child. From my understanding, she was dealing with another kid. That one got away.
Yeah, it's
but
just a split second
that's
before
all
a
it
kid
takes.
can get away from you.
That's all it really takes, honestly.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I don't think that nothing can happen to her. I mean, I really don't think anything big can happen to her.
Okay, but this is the zoo, and they know a zoo knows that children come to the zoo. The zoo. Ha! That was hard to get out. I don't know what I was going to say. But the children go to the zoo, right? Okay, so why is there fencing that a 4-year-old could get through? Because they have taken into consideration that a small child is going to go to the zoo, right?
Yeah.
So I think that there are lots of
something to think about.
precautions.
The
that probably
thing,
should
though,
have
is
been
nothing like this has ever happened with them before. Not other zoos, there have been, but nothing like this have ever happened at this zoo. So I don't think that they really thought about all the.
You know,
Listen.
stuff doesn't change until something happens.
That's true.
Unfortunately,
You're really true about that. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Listen, at the end of the day, stay out of Cincinnati.
Uh-uh.
Go to the Louisville Zoo.
Cincinnati,
You
yeah.
know,
Nothing to do with that.
Louisville Zoo. Okay. That's all I have to say. Listen,
I'll just say that if people are so mad, they should be more mad about the fact that the gorilla was in the zoo in the first place. You can't be mad about the fact that a child fell in there. The gorilla is outside of its natural habitat.
That's true.
there you go. Listen, ladies, we have to go back. We have to go to break. Sorry, that's what I was getting to.
Sorry.
Listen, but when we come back, we got a lot of interesting topics. We're going to talk about Miss USA, some frustrations with Father's Day, and whether or not you should keep the ring if the engagement doesn't work out. You all stay tuned. We've got some interesting information when you come back. All right, and we're back. And ladies, you know, it's June and summer is here, and it's the perfect time to get married. It's also the perfect time to get engaged, ladies. Yes. With that being said, stop laughing right now. Okay, no, just kidding. With that being said, if you're with someone and they ask you to marry them and the engagement doesn't work out, should you return the ring? Or should you keep it? I mean, he asked you, right? It was technically yours.
She
Right?
can't be talking to me.
Listen, I need to know the information. We heard it here. We need to hear it first here on the Elle Scoop.
I'm keeping the ring. Why wouldn't I? I deserve it, don't I?
Boom. What do you think, Zuri? And why? First, why? Why do you deserve it?
Okay.
You said no.
Okay.
So that's...
I didn't say no. It didn't work out for whatever reason. Don't you think that you... Okay, I guess my question is, why would I give it back? Why do you want it back? You're going to give it to someone else? Like, why would you want it
They
back?
want their deposit back.
Uh-oh. Me too. Me too. Wait a minute. They want their money back. I want my feelings back.
There you go. Okay.
Right.
Miss Zuri Johnson, what do you think?
I think that I would return it only because I feel like no. Only reason that I would return it is just because my future relationship, I don't need anything from that past
Who
one.
said that I was keeping it?
Oh, you gonna sell it?
Well, I might.
And I'm going to sip tea on
I
that.
understand.
I mean,
I can understand. I think it would
know.
depend. It would depend on how it ended. It would depend
it
on
would
what.
depend on what the ring looked like.
Well, why would
It
you
would
want it?
depend on how much it costs.
So here's the deal, though.
Zuri.
So if something doesn't work out with the person
wear
that you're
rings
with,
back.
right? Why would you want to keep something that
I'm gonna
that they
give him.
gave you?
Listen to me. I'm gonna give him his clothes back.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him his whatever else he needs, but the ring stays
It's yours
with
for the
me.
keeping. I understand. I mean,
It stays
a
with
lot
me.
of men want you to have it.
Right,
Like, if
because
it
what they
doesn't-
gonna do
What
with
are they gonna
it?
do with it?
I don't know what they're
Really,
gonna do
what
with
are they
it, but
gonna
I'm
do
just
with
like,
it?
what am
Get
I
their
gonna
money
do with
back.
it?
Have you not heard me? I said that he wants his money back.
I'm
Seriously, if you
sorry.
spend good money on a ring and the girl says no, you don't think you should get it back?
It's cheaper to keep her.
That is what they say though.
Y'all coin that, please.
I just think that's what it is.
Yeah, but I can understand. Like, I would. Okay, if a guy was, let's say he was previously married and he had a wedding ring, and then suddenly they got divorced, and now we're together. I don't want to see that wedding ring from that other person.
Well, does he have to tell you that? I mean, Do you ask about every ring that you see on
I don't want to find the wedding ring from somebody else.
I mean, it don't need to be sitting around. It needs to go to good use, like refurnishing something in your house. Like it needs to go to good use.
Selling it.
I cannot do it.
Melting it down, turning it into something
Bling bling. I mean, anything. Put diamonds on the nails. Whatever
That
you
is
want.
too funny. Listen, men in the world right now, those in Franklin County, they are watching and taking notes. It's cheaper to keep her, right, Mel?
She said. Oh gosh. Well, speaking of sparkles and being
Glitz and glitter.
gorgeous in gowns, not wedding gowns this time, but evening gowns. We just crowned our new Miss USA 2016, Deshauna Barber. She was Miss District of Columbia. She is a servant. She was in the military. She is in the military. And then she's also a graduate of Howard University. So HBCU love. It's okay.
Don't.
Sorry.
I like my school. Okay? Y'all are haters.
But I will say, she is also the 9th Black Miss USA that was chosen out of, we've had 65 Miss USAs.
Yes.
65, she's 9th. For some reason though, and I don't know if this is something new to some individuals, there has been an uproar where people want to know she should have just ran for Miss Black America instead. Why did she run for
I didn't know there was a
this?
Miss Black America.
That's
Did you know that?
Again, I'm going to come back to this. Aren't we all created equal? I thought skin color didn't matter. So she should be able to run like anyone else.
People have said she doesn't look like she's from America. People have said that she's not that pretty. All these different things, which I mean, anybody.
Pretty.
No.
I thought it was based on a combination of whatever the combination is.
Yeah,
You know the
interviews. Right, interview
You know the
score,
combination.
evening gown.
Yeah.
I think in Miss USA they have swimsuit, all of those different things.
Intelligence.
Right,
Yeah.
but you do have to be from America,
thought
or
so.
at least or from a territory. But how does somebody look like they're from America though?
So they have the USA and then they have the country, right?
Then she goes from running for Miss USA. She won that, and now she's going to compete in Miss Universe.
Universe,
So there's that, but I'm just confused as far as why people don't think that she looks like she's from America.
I think she should run for both, right? She's
Yeah.
Miss USA, Miss 2016. Miss USA, is that how you say it?
Miss USA 2016.
2016, and why not run for Miss Black America too? Like, run for both. Have every title you want.
You
right?
can't.
Yeah, but
you
that's not the
can't,
question.
But
You can't do that?
not when you currently have a title.
Oh, I
You
didn't know.
can't.
Well,
When
there you go.
when you currently have a title, you can't.
You heard it from
But
the
I
queen
just,
first.
She did.
but I'll say that the reason that things like there's a Miss Black America, there's a Miss Black African American ambassador, all these different things is because of a lack of representation, and so they wanted to create something for themselves. Just like there's Miss Plus America.
Yeah.
Ashley Graham was the behind-the-scenes host at the Miss USA pageant, and she was like, she wanted to see more curvy and plus-size people in the pageant. People create their own because there's a lack of representation in what's out there.
Right.
But if I'm able to participate in this, don't tell me to go compete in something else if I'm already in this organization.
Yeah.
You don't try to take away my credibility.
There you go. I like her. She seems really nice. And
Oh, yeah.
I thought she did a great job.
I
So,
do
awesome.
too.
Kudos to her.
So Father's Day is coming up. And with that being said, every year I go through it. Every single year I go through the same thing. I wish my mother, a single mother of one, bless her heart, I wish her happy Father's Day because she and she alone has done it all. So I wish her a happy Mother's Day, and when Father's Day come along, I wish her happy Father's Day. And I get so much backlash from fathers, married, single, dads, all of them. I get so much backlash from that because they feel like you're taking our day away from us. What do you all feel about it?
I can understand how they feel about that.
I can too.
I can understand.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So I understand. A lot of people grow up in single parent homes, but there are a lot of good men out there, and I do think that Father's Day is kind of underplayed in comparison
It's
to
not
Mother's
as
Day.
commercial.
Take away
Like,
from them.
Mother's Day is glitz and glamour and balloons and fireworks,
People look
and
at you
Father's Day is
ugly.
like, okay, well, we'll take you to dinner, right? Which, if the father gets that, So, and I have a great father, but it's not the same. It's not really celebrated the same in America, I don't think.
Listen.
And so men get a bad rap sometimes for, and there are good fathers out there, so
I'm
they
not
want
taking
their
them-
day.
Listen, there's something to be said for a woman who does it all, and I give them that day. If you're a good father, happy Father's Day. But with you single moms out there, you can have both days. I'm giving it to them.
And that's, well, I guess my part of it is, and I agree that I feel like fathers should be able to have their day, because it would be an uproar if a father tried to take something on Mother's Day. Like, it would just be like,
mothers across America.
No way.
You dare
Mothers
not.
across America would
Right,
be upset
a single.
about that.
Let's say it's a single father. The mother's not in the children's life at
And
all.
they wish him
and
a
if
happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to him.
But it just doesn't even happen like that.
It doesn't.
People feel like,
That ain't my
you
fault.
need to wait on your day.
That ain't my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault at all. But I know, and you know what? Hallmark even went as far, either Hallmark or some card company went as far as creating a happy Father's Day to you single mothers out there. They created a card or a commercial, and it's just like,
I
Yeah.
haven't seen
that's
that.
Yeah,
bold.
Mahogany
Yeah.
did.
That's really
Yeah.
bold.
Oh, mahogany.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did.
Interesting.
That's extremely bold to me.
It is. And
I don't agree
disrespectful
with
in
that.
a
Oh
way.
my.
I feel
In
like
my way,
it's
in a
disrespectful.
little. I think it's disrespectful to men.
I do.
But I can understand. I can understand why there are lots of children who do celebrate their mothers for the things that they do on Father's Day. I think that's understandable, mainly because they've only seen one parent, and that person has tried to, in the ways that they can, because a woman can't be a man to a child, they can't be a father, but they can be a parent, right? And so they have tried to fill all roles, and so they're celebrated for their efforts and all that they do. But Father's Day is Father's Day, in my opinion. It's Father's Day, just
I
like...
think the issue comes up when people, like how you may celebrate your mom on Father's Day. I think the issue is when people put down men on Father's Day, or they start putting out there like, I'm not saying nothing, I'm not saying Happy Father's Day to nobody. They wasn't there for me. They wasn't this, and that. And it's like, you could celebrate somebody without putting somebody else down.
True.
So the problem is, because I do that, it instantly tells people that I'm putting them down. And I've not said that.
I think that's part that they shouldn't be jumping
I
to
think
that
that's what it
conclusion.
is.
Yeah.
I think that when you say Happy Father's Day to your mother because she's done it all, it instantly tells people your father wasn't A, B, and C. Which, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she's my mother. She's done it all. She deserves it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Write her an email if you have any questions. I'm just joking.
Direct them to me.
You ready?
Well, speaking of fathers, I'm going to talk about this whole situation that's going on with Brock Turner, if that's okay with you all.
Okay.
Okay, so this is rather controversial.
Okay.
There is a Stanford swimmer that was convicted of committing sexual assault on a woman while she was unconscious, Brock Turner. And the jury convicted him and sentenced him to 6 years. The judge overturned that and decided he was only going to need to serve 6 months. And
Did he now?
he did this, and it was after also the father wrote a letter to the judge saying, my son has gone through so much already, and this 20 minutes of action just for 20 minutes of action, and it's going to impact the rest of his years. And everybody's in uproar, like 20 minutes of action.
He's already convicted, right?
He was,
So
but
that-
he has to serve 6 months now.
Just
The
6
judge
months
overturned it.
for rape.
The problem is he's
rape.
already convicted. So all of the extra about how this...
He's saying he
what does
doesn't like
his
to eat
life.
his favorite foods anymore. He's not. He
You
can't
took-
sleep. He can't.
The
do
judge
these
must be a
things.
swimmer. Is he a swimmer?
The judge is a graduate of the same college that the athlete attended, and I personally feel like this is an example of several different types of privilege. Him being an athlete, it could be wealthy privilege,
Good old boy system.
good old boy system,
Something
racial
like that,
privilege,
yeah.
all these different things, and it's like. I don't understand how you try to make this
It's not
person out
justifiable.
to be the victim.
No, it's not justifiable at all. That girl was unconscious. I mean, she couldn't even...
She didn't even know what happened
Say
when
yes
she
or
woke
no.
up.
I mean, she didn't even have the...
No.
Go on, Lyndsey.
No.
Say what you gonna say.
I wasn't saying anything. I'm totally in agreement with you all.
Yeah,
I
she
think-
didn't even know what happened.
I think the person that's really bad here is the dad too. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
just
both of them
ignorance.
are bad, but it makes you feel like that type of behavior is condoned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Based on how he
Exactly.
responded.
Yeah.
And that should never be condoned.
Yeah.
Ever. And it makes me want to say, like, well, maybe we should go look at his history and like open up some cases to see what he's
Pretty
been
sure.
guilty of, because most people don't say that.
No.
You know, after someone has admitted to raping someone, they don't respond, well, it was only 20 minutes. So that just doesn't sit well with anybody.
That's 20 minutes of, like, 20 minutes is a long time.
Right.
That's a long time.
And the only reason that he stopped was because two strangers came riding up, and they're the ones that stopped him, and he ran away. If you knew that you were doing something wrong, or if you knew that you were doing something you thought it was right, why did you run away? And they talking about how this 6 months, the dad is trying to say, oh,
That's not
he's going to
enough.
learn. The judge tries to say, I think that he only deserves 6 months because the prison is going to have this strong impact on him, and I don't think he's going to act. This was his first time doing it and all this stuff. That doesn't matter, because this woman has to deal with this now from her first time being raped for the rest of her life. It doesn't matter that he has to deal with having to always be a registered sex offender. She has to deal with this for the rest of her life. And there's no way. I was having this conversation the other day, like, it's crazy to me when people try to blame the victim for things or paint the person that did it as, oh, well, it was just the alcohol, or, oh, well, he's never done that before, so he shouldn't be held to any type of a standard. What do you mean? She's never been raped before, but she has to deal with this, so he should have to deal with it as well. And the fact that, my only other part of it is the fact that he doesn't seem apologetic about it at all. He tries to blame the campus drinking habits and how it causes sexual promiscuity.
So what are they doing to fix that?
I don't know. The father said he should just be able to go out and just talk to people about having better drinking habits instead of having to go to jail.
They're not passed out around them.
The dad is very questionable here. Both of them are, but I mean,
Real shady.
yeah. Whew. Who's next?
Am I up?
I think so. Or is it
thought you
me?
was
I
up.
think it's you.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious.
yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. No, I've already asked the first question, but we can jump right into
That's
it.
me then. Oh, I'm sorry.
So listen, we can talk about this. So Wendy's currently has they're going to self-serving kiosks by the end of 2016. And Kroger does it. It's supposed to offset high wages, so meaning less jobs. Would you rather have lower wages and more jobs, or would you rather have higher wages and fewer jobs? Because that's a pretty important thing. Like Kroger, for example, Kroger has the self-checkout.
Yeah.
And because of that, they don't have to put somebody there. There's
Right.
not a person that they have to hire for that position,
Yeah, they
because
have,
that
like-
machine or computer
helping.
fulfills that role. And as a result, Kroger's able to save money. And I love Kroger, so I'm not coming after Kroger in any
Right.
way,
I
shape,
love
form, or
Kroger.
fashion.
Right. I do too.
My Kroger's is the best.
But with that being said, though, how do you all feel about this? About putting a computerized person there to fulfill that spot, like having a self-serving kiosk where they're not necessarily having to hire another person.
I'm confused on how that works. Y'all answered that question because I have a follow. I mean, I'm just confused on how that works. You go up, push a button, and my fries drop down.
Well,
What is like the order? You're placing the
Yes,
order through
you're
the
placing-
machine
yes. And
instead of having
then-
the cashier or whatever.
yes, and
Okay.
I
So
guess
they just don't have the two people at the window anymore.
I'm assuming, yes. And so you place your order, you do it that way, and then your food comes out. Not necessarily out of the machine, but
mean,
maybe
it sounds
you go
like
to
you're
the
saying out
window
of
to
the
pick it up. So, what do y'all think about that, though? Even outside of just Wendy's doing it, what do you think about stores doing it in
If
general?
it helps, customer service is big. That's what I promote, customer service, and great customer service. I don't know, like it just takes away from the one-on-one time you have with people. So I would love to hear from someone instead of having to fight with the machine. So
Yeah, I
I want that
understand
good old customer service feeling.
I agree. Now, in Kroger, so why don't I keep using
love
I
Kroger.
love Kroger,
I
too.
love Kroger.
But let's just use that, and Walmart does it, too. I mean, we're not going to just
But
limit
these
it to
are
one
huge
store.
corporations
These are
as
huge.
well.
Yeah.
But I will stand in line
Oh, yeah.
for someone to check out
Me too.
instead of going through self-serve.
Yeah.
Mainly because I recognize that this is probably going to be something that a lot of businesses do. And people need jobs. There are lots of
Right.
people out here in the world that would like to make $7, $10,
Right.
$12 an hour
Right.
checking someone out. So I don't know.
I could see how if it was a small business, that would be helpful. But a bigger corporation, I feel like they may have a little bit more of a bankroll to be able to afford more employees. Smaller businesses, I can see where, hey, it's one of us here. We could save on some money by having this self-serve.
Well, ladies, I hate to say it, but we've done it again. We're out of our 30 minutes worth of time. I know, tear. But listen, you all, make sure you tune in every Sunday at 5 o'clock. And also at 8 o'clock, which is prime time.
8 o'clock.
And we promise to have such a great show for you all every week. Right, ladies?
Yes, definitely.
You all, listen, if you have time, please go online and check out the website. It's ellescoop.com. That's ELLE, scoop.com. And if you have any questions for us, we would love to hear you all's thoughts, your opinions, anything that you want to give to us. We will bring it up on the show. So be sure to email us at info@ellescoop.com. Thank you all once again for tuning in, and until next time.